And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 90 Melee DPS quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, we are here in Upper Limbs of Laminza at 1212, just outside the Maelstrom command. And we need to talk to the Maelstrom Secretary. Let's talk to her. The quest is called To Calm Seas. The Secretary appears visibly dismayed. And we'll get a bunch of 9 materials. So despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Don't interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Wisgate. So, Commander, we've snared ourselves a blasphemy. We've our erstwhile companion, Ryle, to thank. Knowing that the creature was once a Zargan queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving words, Shamani Lomini directed the Maelstrom warships in the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sestasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? Company of heroes assemble. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Like, what are they, the Avengers? You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly, and it will go as poorly for you as it did the first time. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put out of its misery? Playfrog's gobby booms blast over big blasphemy into big bitty pieces. A molecule you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me. This is Marlib. I'll be ready. I'll ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you've all seen to your preparations. So the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. Cool. Alright, let's go speak to the Admiral. Okay, so we caught up with the Admiral, so let's talk to her. So, Mithrie, the others should be along soon. So, commence battle for To Calm Seas. So the blasphemy is still contained within the Sestasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing. Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight, and yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Whether it means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Limbs of Laminza alike, blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the Crushing Tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of martyrcide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Admiral, all you say is true, and yet... Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, Crushing Tide most like, heading straight to the Sea Grot. You best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out, then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Don't go dying on me out there. Today the blasphemy falls. You've grown into this role quite well, haven't you? But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the Company of Heroes hasn't lost a step. Arr! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Mithrie and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let's broke no further delay. Usa Sasha. Oh, cool. Okay, teleported us straight there. My queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Rip. It's Dao, or what's left of him. So, speak of Dao, why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the Shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. The horror. We must away at once. And leave the Shorewalkers to face our Queen Mother alone? No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go. Forgive me. I was beginning to think that you'd wandered off a cliff, Lorenz. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. Enough talk. It comes. Nice. Okay, let's see what this fight is like. Item level sync to 550. Okay. So we'll see if we can get rid of the orbs so they don't disable us. Nice. Get out. Right. There's even more. Yeah, whatever. I wonder if I need to... I can't damage the orbs. Oh, maybe this one? Okay. So the ones that are marked I can damage. Makes sense. Rip. Okay, so I have to attack from the side, which has got the circle on it, I guess. Looking at it. Okay. Seems to be the best way to do it. Bollocks. Heal me. There we go. Surprised how much damage it's doing. Okay. Ow. Okay. Let's go in Shroud. Yeah. Right, not thinking it. Oh, hello. Okay, here's a company of heroes. Good. Heal up. It's not going to take any risks or any chances. Nearly halfway. I do like Reaper. It's really fun to play. In my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Tell you what, let me assist the team. Better that way. God. Ow. Oh, nice. That's a hard gunner coming to help. Right.
The winds favor us.
Oh, jeez. This is definitely a race against time.
I will not yield.
Ah, crap. Ah, well, in Shroud and then she's dead. Oh well. That was fun. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You'll be remembered for the mother you were. Admiral, I have no words. So our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and the blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Do may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Laminzan live in harmony. So, even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Linza Lamiza will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of our other peoples of Vilbran? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, Kobold, and Laminzan alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. I have never fought alongside Shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbours for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. Sorry. I beg of you, lay down your spears. Ish. So it will take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. These animations are funny. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lorenz? Just slides in. Ah, Landonel. If you just allow me to explain. So let's be off before they drag us into this mess. Oh, alright. Let's talk to Lorenz. Why do I have a feeling he's going to, like, jump off and escape? Perfect timing. Acting Commander, you must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lorenz, let's hear your excuse, and it had better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Like you'd lot be any happier if I'd showed myself sooner. I can hear your whinging now. What, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? Aye, I'd be bloody furious regardless. I don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited so goddamn more. And still, you never turned up. And I've got you now. And I will have satisfaction. Given Lorenz panache for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say that he cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised that you never realized, Landonel, that that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed upon location for your duel, after the sun had risen and set a half-dozen times. Navigator, take me. Shamani, you promised that you would stay between the two of us. Aye, Brayflocks, you are a kind word or two for ye old commander, don't you? You have? Commander Lorenz, Commander no more. New commander, friend to gobbies everywhere. There's many sweat works for gobby kind. And there I thought that you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landonel. You know me better than that. Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You could hurt someone with that. Shucks. I'm hard to believe that he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right. If you hadn't yet realized the obvious, Lorenz is our former commander. Forgive me for not saying it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say that your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Company of Heroes, band break once more. Brayflocks never liked parting with gobby friends. Here, I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. Yeah, hardly need a company or a commander to get you that. And should limbs again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough on your own, right? Why not serve the weak in your own ways? Fair enough. Oh. Then we have to speak to each of them. So let's talk to Skate. So you've had the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Let the company of heroes be disbanded. Give G. Jiruju my best regards. Ah, finally. And I can enjoy some ensemble of peace again. At least as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times, but I'd rather enjoy serving under you, Acting Commander Mithrie. I know I'm great, aren't I? Be an honor to serve me. So, well, if you've something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep murdering to a minimum. Ha. As if I needed you to tell me. Well, I enjoyed the diversion. I know as well as any that my true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 as my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. Not the perfect commander? Psst. Pish. So, I wait your orders, Commander. Look after the you, brave new. I see what I did there. I have responsibilities. I tried that once for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Okay, Shamani Lemony. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the old vintages, left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer. They come out tasting better than ever. One might say that the same about our own company. I thought Shamani Lumini was blind. Like, how did he help in battle? I guess we'll never know. Then let's talk to Brayfox. So, Brayfox wants busy work. Brayfox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. No more cheese wars, please. So Brayfox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brayfox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, a new boomsticks will bring Blasty Doom with much fastness. Okay, so now we need to talk to Lorenz. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Sipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know, but I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If you succeed in brokering peace with the Beastman, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say that I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. So thank you, Lorenz, brother. Ah, I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Bluefist's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Marlib. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say that you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the ones in need of a retirement. Ah, but I've said too much. Brent's holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Volbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. Dare say that you did almost as good a job at keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me that our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not like my old friend Mistbeard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Now let's talk to Null. So the blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It'll be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sestasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us, even after being freed from the false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dow's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope that you have shared with us. I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. Now, my word, if you would not be averse, let's return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I'll repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one. Okay, then let's talk to the Admiral. So, just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace from the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning, negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to a flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, and we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear that we are united more by our similarities and we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Lamensans and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt, Noel and his brothers feel the same. Again, we have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time we needed it most. When we next meet, I hope, will not be as Admiral and Adventurer, but as friends. Mayhaps trading war stories over ales at the Wench. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Radzahan, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. So one day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good, but not yet, father, not yet. Alright. So let's go to Radzahan, and then let's talk to the delegate. Okay, we made it back to Radzahan, so let's talk to the delegate. So before you return, pray tell, what news from my homeland? Extraordinary, and a chance at peace with the Sahagan. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped to dispel the pale of despair that once hung over all of Vilbrand. Our peoples now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Limsa Lominsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. Cool. Then let's complete. So you can now dye the job-specific gear for the level 90 Melee DPS. Job-specific gear will become available once you have fulfilled certain conditions within the main scenario quest for Endwalker. Interesting. And we got the achievement, More Than Loss. So, anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.